Well, it looks like I'm going to be flying today, so I thought I'd go over one of the other nerdy little hobbies that I brought up here to the high desert with me. I've been doing this for a lot of years, and I had a lot of fun with it. I haven't done it in a long time, but basically it's FPV, or first-person video radio control aircraft. And I started out flying quadcopters like this, and I've graduated to flying fixed-wing aircraft. That's what I do now. I started out flying just recreationally for fun. Well, it's still for recreation, but with the aircraft, and now I'm flying long range, out to 10 miles. So I'm just going to go over the gear real quick and what this is all kind of about, what it lets me do. This is an RC transmitter. It just controls the aircraft. It can be programmed for a number of different aircraft. The controls can be set up however you want. On this particular model here, this is throttle, this is pitch, and this is roll. There's arming switches, there's fly mode switches, and there's the magic return to home switch. That's the key in this long range stuff if you want to save your model. So that's required for RC aircraft. I'll go real quick over the quadcopter. This is a basic quadcopter. I built it myself. I built the frame. I put all the components together. It's got motors. It's got speed controllers. It's got a GPS. It has a flight controller. It takes a battery, and it's got a video camera, which I'll talk about more. But this is what we're going to be flying today, and this is a wing. It's a flying wing. This is built from a couple dollars worth of dollar store foam board and vinyl tape over the top of it. You can get plans online. It's a fairly simple model. It flies pretty well. So basically, this model has a $10 motor, a $10 electronic speed controller that controls the three-phase motor. It's got inside here, it has a flight controller, which is a electronic device that processes the input from the transmitter and outputs it to different controls on the aircraft. It also links with a GPS, which I have hidden back here, that gives me location information and helps the aircraft come home should I ask it to. These two antennas here are the receiver antennas that pair with the transmitter and form the communication link. What am I missing here? And we've got a couple servos that operate the elevator elevons. I can't remember. Anyway, pretty simple. And then lastly, we have the video camera. So you can see the lens and the nose of the aircraft. And then this little magic device right here, this is the video transmitter. This little chip is a video transmitter. This little transmitter with this antenna can send a video image well over 10 miles in the right conditions. This particular model, this is an analog 5.8 gigahertz video transmitter. And so that's the model. And then here we have these nerdy looking goggles. And these are video goggles that I've had to insert 3 power reading glasses into so that I can actually see the image. The image is projected on a screen inside here. There's a DVD recorder built into it, and I will try to attach some of the DVD footage to any video I might make, if I make a video on this. This is an omnidirectional antenna that receives a signal in all directions. This is a directional antenna that receives a signal in a beam, a forward beam. Makes a huge difference in the distance I can cover. I have to shift my head to focus it at the aircraft to make sure I get a good signal while I'm in flight. These are batteries. This is an older style LiPo lithium polymer battery. They have very high current capability. but not quite the capacity as a lithium ion. I made this cell. This was from 18360 cells that I've soldered together, and got a very high energy density. You can go a long distance with this battery in that aircraft. 10 miles and back, 20 miles is pretty good. By the way, this aircraft has hundreds and hundreds of miles on it. And of course it's crashed a few times, but I've never lost it, and that's a good thing. So with that, I think I've kind of covered it, and we're going to take a flight out here to the south of the house and hope that I don't get lost, crash, or otherwise. That's it. Alright, just going to load up a battery here. And it's important, the battery has to go in the perfect position to maintain the center of gravity for the aircraft, or the aircraft won't fly very well. There we go, plugs together like that, and then the door closes. These little wingtips magnetically attached to the wingtips, and we're doing a little pre-flight check here pretty quick and see what happens. Okay, so I powered that thing up, and I've got a video signal in here. I don't know if you can see that at all. I'm waiting for the GPS module in the aircraft to get a signal, and that will tell me I'm ready to arm. But at this time, it takes quite a while. I might have to put it outside, get a better view of the sky, but the GPS has got to receive about 8 satellites before the aircraft will arm. I'm also, oh look, I'm on the right channel. So there's I'm a little close here. There's my roll, there's my pitch. I can't arm the motor until I get a video signal. And, I get a GPS signal. And that's not happening, so we're going to have to go outside for that. Okay, this is kind of funny. Like I said, I haven't done this a long time, like in months. So this is really scary because I could forget to do something right. My battery could go dead prematurely. My goggles can black out, and I can freak out and not know what to do. And I might just crash land, but I'm going to follow some old roads and places that I'm familiar with. So hopefully if I do crash, I can go find my model with my car. So my goggles are recording, seem to be working okay. I've got 23 satellites, which is unbelievable. I'm going to arm this thing and test the throttle. Okay, I'm going to try to get the launch in here and get it up in the air, and we'll get going. I'll just be sitting in the chair. It'll be pretty boring. I'll probably just cut the video, but maybe I'll get some flight video from the goggles on my YouTube. Woo. Okay, she's up in the air. All right, I've got her loitering right now. Get in the flight chair here. Check my video. Oh, I can't fly very far because I don't have my reflector. That's okay. All right, now I'm flying. I have control of the aircraft. All right. Flying at about 250 feet elevation currently. I have a very high RSSI, which is signal strength. I'm pulling about 5 amps. Headed south. over a field. Oh, I'm 0.3 miles distant. Things are looking good. I'm not going to be able to fly as far as I'd like to because I forgot my reflector for my transmitter antenna. It's funny, I've also got a little video glitch going on here. Not sure why that is, but it is. Oh, I'm flying about 10 miles an hour, which is really slow. I'm bucking a headwind. I'm at about 400 feet or so right now, and I'm bucking a headwind. Okay, I'm doing level flight. I was climbing, so I'm going 20 miles an hour right now, headed due south. I'm following an old wagon road, believe it or not, that goes through the desert. I know it's a wagon road because it's on an old map. I've metal detected there before and found some interesting old things, but nothing significant. So I'm going to test my return to home switch right now. Oh, battery. Let me do my battery. What's my battery doing? I've used 300 amp hours. I think I'm safe to do about 1,000. Okay, I'm doing return to launch right now, and the aircraft's turning back towards home. We're 0.7 miles out. We're coming back home. It appears to be. So I'm going to take it out of return to launch and then go back on my route. I hope you can hear me okay. I climbed a little bit in elevation. I'm going to back off on the throttle a little. 18 miles an hour, 23 satellites. I got a lat long. I'm 4 minutes of, this says 4 minutes of fly time. That's not accurate. I'm going to back off a lot more on the amps. I'm only pulling about 3.5 amps now. I'll probably start falling a little bit, going really slow. 13 miles an hour. Still only 0.7 miles out. I'm ascending for some reason. I'm going to slow it down even more and maybe I'll start to descend a little bit. My video signal is sketchy and I don't know why. Not really sure. The video that I'm watching is really crappy video, and it's nothing like you would think it would be. Remember, this is toy grade. This is toy grade stuff. So, or hobby grade stuff. Oh, let's see. I'm coming up on a mile. Coming up on a mile out. 9.5. Still only going 16 miles an hour. And I'm just at a mile right now. Remember, I've gone 10 miles with this exact same setup, except I did have a reflector for the transmitter. But I do have I've got a video issue here, and it's not a showstopper because I have the magic switch, return to home switch. But I don't know how far I could fly if I wanted to. I also don't remember how many amp hours I have available on this battery. The battery voltage is still really good. And I have died in flight on my way home on numerous occasions. The battery gives out and I will just have to make an emergency landing. Not a big deal. .3 miles out. Oh, I know what's wrong. I know what's wrong with my video signal. No, I don't know. No, never mind. I thought I knew what was wrong with it, but I don't. Might just have to focus a little better. This is how you direction find. You got to use your head. I could stand up and get a better signal, and I might have to do that. Funny, I'm getting such a crappy signal though. I'm coming up on 1.5 miles out. I'm at 600 milliamp hours or so on the battery. I'm going to stand up. Here I clear up the video signal. I'm only flying at 2.4 amps, which is really, really conservative. About 70 milliamp hours per kilometer. Getting really snowy. Oh, I wonder if I'm on low power on the video transmitter. I have no idea what power it's set at. But I know it's a crappy signal. Oh, I've lost elevation. Oh boy. Oh, that's part of the problem. I need to get up. Get up in the air, Junior Birdman. Or it's crept down to about 200 feet. Yeah. Huh. Hey, I'm on the road to the barns. Alright, I got a little bit better signal now. Get up above 400 feet. Oh yeah, my RSSI is better, etc. Why am I okay? Alright, I'm 2 miles out. 2 miles out. I'm going to fly over the first barn probably. Which is about 2.5 miles, maybe 3 miles. And then I might come back. I don't know, we'll see. The video's better, but I still have this line, this white line that's jumping its way through the screen. And I'm also having to look at a really strange angle here, which is not consistent. Weird. Something's not right here. I think maybe the roof on my shed might be affecting my signal. Getting a little bounce or something. But anyway, I'm doing okay. 2.19 miles away.
3, 2, 1.
It says my fly time is 10 minutes. I think my return to home is going to be much faster than my flight into the wind. I think up in the air, there's probably about a 10-mile-an-hour wind, and so I'm bucking that wind. I'm going right into the wind. So, like I'm going 20 miles an hour right now, 19, 20 miles an hour. I'll probably be going 30, 28, 30 on my way back at the same throttle. I'm getting over the first barn now. Two and a half miles out. We're going to go for the second barn. We're going to go for 3 miles, and then we'll come back and see how the landing goes. My video signal is okay. other than that white line. Everything's looking good. Battery voltage is looking good. I think I could fly a long ways with this battery. I could probably go. I could probably go out I probably could go out 5 miles and then back, knowing I'm bucking a wind. Get a little bumpy, a little windier, 500 feet. My recorder's still working good. My DVR recorder. That's good. And that second barn is right at 3 miles, and I'm looking at the second barn right now. We're at 2.85 miles. I'm pulling about 3 amps at 16 miles an hour currently. We're at 2.93 miles. We're right over the top of the barn. I'm going to hit 3 miles. I'm going to turn around and come back. The video just got goofy, so I'm going to attempt a turn at 3 miles right over the barn. Here we go. Headed home. Nice gradual turn. Oh my gosh. My speed just went up to 43 miles an hour. 40 miles an hour. Why did my elevation just drop significantly? I'm going to bump the tailwind's pushing me down. I got a wind pushing me down. Flying 4 amps at 35 miles an hour. Now up to 40 miles an hour. Anyway, it should be pretty quick return home. I haven't even used 1,000 milliamp hours, so I think my battery's not even half. I don't remember the capacity of this battery, to be honest. Flying over the field south or northeast of the barns at 36 miles an hour, elevation of 440 feet. 40 miles an hour. Yeah, that wind's a lot stronger up high than it is down low. Here down on the ground, I'm not really feeling any wind. Very, very light wind. But I do have my shed that's blocking my view. Four amps, and I'm going 45 miles an hour, but that's at level flight, pretty much. Yeah, she's cooking. 1.9 miles from home. Shows you how fast I can come back. I'm going to go into a little bit of a dive here, get down closer to the deck, follow that old wagon road. Maybe I'll check out, there's a new development here I'm going to check out. 53 miles an hour. Somebody clearing off a piece of land here. Doesn't look like anything's going on. But they cleared off a piece of land. So I'm just south of the field that's south of me. Flying at 300 feet. 1.4 miles away. Oh, no, that's a different piece of the land development. I'm sorry. Not that it matters to you, but I just found another new land clearing. Man, this place is getting developed too fast. We're going to have to move somewhere more remote. There's little homesteads popping up all over the place out here in the desert. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Here I'm flying over another little development that I knew about, just south of the field. A couple of trailers parked there already. And now flying 200 feet off the deck at about 35 miles an hour around the west side of the field closest to me at 0.89 miles distant. My battery voltage is still at 14.7. I've used 1100 milliamp hours. I think I've got 2000 on this battery. Down to about 200 feet elevation now. We're going to follow the road towards the house. I can tell I've got a southwest wind pushing me sideways. It's going to make it tough to land. Flying at 34 miles an hour, 35 miles an hour. Kind of try not to fly over anybody's house. I don't want to piss anybody off. A lot of people don't like these things. I think they're kind of cool, but they're not. They're not spy quality. That's for darn sure. Okay, now we're going to fly over the development, the land clearing just southeast of my house, where the yellow bus used to be. Yep, it's there. Now I'm going to make a flyby. See if I can do a low pass flyby of the house here without hitting myself. There we go. Got plenty of battery left, so I'll try to do another one. This is fun. This is so much fun. This is just a great hobby. Whoa, almost crashed. I think I'm in the wrong fly mode. Go into acro mode. Woo! Oh, that's scary. Acro mode's a little more, it's pretty sketchy. You're really flying. There's no assist. Oh, yeah, I think I'll put it back. I don't think I'm going to do acro mode. I haven't been flying enough lately to do acro mode. I'm going to put it in, yeah, back in angle mode. Angle's very subdued and controlled. Yeah. Pretty funny. Oh boy. So let's do another flyby. Get some throttle. That's probably not low enough. Got to get my throttle speed up, or I don't have enough control to pull up out of a dive. All right. We'll do one more here, see if I can get a little bit lower. All right. Take her in for a landing. There, I gotta run out of ways. Get me a good line on my very, very short landing strip. Very short landing strip. There we go.
Engine disabled.
Woo! That was fun. That is so much fun. I forget how much fun that is. I can't believe I have such nerdy hobbies, but that is fun. I just landed in the backyard, and the flight went good. I went out 3 miles, got up to about 700 feet, returned to home, I had good video, or reasonable video the whole time. Had a little line going through the video, but I made it. Everything went fine, so yeah, that was fun. Getting a little wind here now, and I'd like to fly 10 miles out to that mountain way out there, but I don't think the conditions are right. It needs to be dead still for a flight like that, but we'll see. Okay, I can feel that breeze coming up, but I just want to show you that she made it back. Lost a little wingtip back there, that's pretty normal. But anyway, it was a great flight off in that direction. I could head for that mountain in the far distance like I have in the past, but I don't think today's a good day for that. A little too windy. That's it. Okay, we're going to do a little quick and dirty flight with a quadcopter. I haven't flown this in ages. It doesn't fly great anymore. It's got some technical glitches, but I'm going to fly it anyway. Maybe we'll go out a mile, 2 miles. It's gone 3 miles, but I'm not going to push it today. Here we go.
Engine.
There we go. That's more like it. Alright, you're probably going to want to delete the rest of this. What a nerd.
Engine disabled.
That's it.